Dave Lamberod is making more than $34,000 per month posting niche memes about air traffic controllers. Most of the memes are jokes about pilots that look like this one that are shared across websites like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. There are some other pretty funny ones like this too. As someone who went to college at a big flight school and had a roommate who eventually became an air traffic controller himself, I can confirm memes like these really do appeal to this niche community of professionals who wish desperately that they were pilots. Joking! According to the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, there are 14,000 ATC professionals managing 70,000 flights every single day. In addition to air traffic controllers, there's probably a few other aviation professionals like stewardesses and airport managers who find this type of content entertaining too. But of course, the big question is this: how is David able to turn funny memes into real money? In this video, I dive into the details on how ATC Memes is able to make money from a very niche audience so you can apply the lessons to your own business. By the way, if you want more business ideas with revenue numbers just like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and download my database with more than 102 businesses with revenue numbers below in the description. This database is totally free and it contains my favorite business ideas for solo founders. All right, now let's do this. Like so many other air traffic controllers, David got hooked on Microsoft Flight Simulator at a very early age. After graduating high school, he went on to Purdue University to study aviation management and was eventually hired by the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA. One evening, after clocking out from his shift of pushing tin at his new job, David came home and messaged an old friend who ran a small page for air traffic controllers that shared things like funny images, stories about the profession, and of course, memes. And of course, hilarious memes like this one. David asked if he could share a few images for fun on his friend's page and help moderate the group. The friend agreed, and the page started taking off after David got inspired to create some comedic ATC-related audio transmissions that some people weren't always able to tell if they were a joke or real recordings. Next thing David knew, these recordings started getting shared around forums and Facebook groups, and the page started to gain momentum, reaching 140,000 followers. At this time, the ATC Memes page was gaining a nice following, but it still wasn't making any money. Dan and his friend tested a few different ways to make money from the audience that they were creating. They tried selling t-shirts and stickers at first, but the sales were really slow and they didn't get much of a response. It was a little extra beer money for the team, which is cool, but nothing more than that. But in the winter of 2016, an unlikely idea arrived: selling women's ATC apparel. For many years, aviation apparel has been popular on shirts, but all the designs were for men primarily. Women, on the other hand, they're the minority in the aviation world and basically got overlooked when it came to apparel. He decided to put New York airspace on women's leggings, and surprisingly, it looked kind of cool. Then he put out an offer for the leggings on social media. Within a few short hours, the women's leggings generated $2,000 in sales. This is when Dan realized they had a lot of work to do to capitalize on the opportunity. Dan wanted customers to be able to have the option to buy leggings from every airspace in the world. In late 2017, the team also changed the name of their store to Radar Contact, a phrase that better reflected all the aviation careers and not just ATC. This branding shift allowed the company to offer products to a much broader range of professionals, including pilots. They also partnered with another page called Airline Pilot Memes so that they could reach and sell a new audience using the same strategy they used to create memes on the ATC side. They just started doing ones for pilots instead. Fast forward to right now, and sales are still going strong, with Dan continuing to add different products for sale. The online aviation brand now sells all sorts of merchandise like lanyards, hats, bags, phone cases, skirts, ties, shoes, dresses, and yes, even blankets. Now, what I love about this meme business model is that once you get the attention of a captive niche audience, you can literally test selling different products and offers until you finally find the gold and you figure out what works. With a little bit of wit and some creativity, I think there's the opportunity to use this approach to build an audience across many different careers, like firefighters, police officers, nurses, and other healthcare professionals, or even certain hobbies. So what do you think about this business idea? Do you think it's worth pursuing? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I love that this business idea costs nothing to get started and has high upside. But also keep in mind that Dan has been grinding at this business for more than half a decade to get where he is right now. There's also going to be a lot of overhead to this type of business, like shipping, returns, website hosting fees, the cost of goods sold to make these leggings. It's very likely that Dan has a profit margin of 25% or even less than that based on his $34,000 of monthly revenue coming in. I've included a link below this video that includes a detailed list of all the tools Dan uses to run his business in the description below. Please subscribe to this channel for more business ideas with revenue numbers, and we'll see you in the next episode.